Coming up on Look Today, well, the Saratoga Performing Arts Center has announced an addition to the Freihofers Saratoga Jazz Festival. I've got details. And Friends of the IBA in Washington County have added a new exhibit to the annual Winter Raptor Fest. I've got those details. Plus, a very important opioid forum is scheduled for this Thursday at South Glens Falls High School. We've got those details. It's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome, everyone. I'm Jay Hood Jackson, and this is Look Today. On tonight's program, in our new series, A Look at Law, I sit down with Mike Billock. He's a member from the Bond, Shannock, and King law firm, and he's here to talk about the issue of harassment in the workplace. I also sit down with Lisa Munter. She's VP, Dake Foundation for Children, and we're joined by Kate Jarash. She's event committee chair for the foundation, and they're here to talk about the upcoming fundraiser Rock and Ride at the Hall of Springs on May 10. Plus, we've got your weather for the Tri-North counties, but first, these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, the Saratoga Performing Arts Center has announced an addition to the Freihofers Saratoga Jazz Festival. Now, the acclaimed jazz producer, Todd Barkin, will not only host the festival, but also DJ. This is very interesting. He's going to spin vinyls from artists that were featured in the first 5 years of the Jazz Festival. Well, we spoke to the president of SPAC, Elizabeth Sobel.
Todd is going to be basically DJing this incredible, jazz, list of just incredible classic jazz. So that people will have that as an experience. And it's not just like, we're not just like plugging it into a Spotify playlist. You've got one of the great jazz minds, great jazz, personalities ever curating this for you live on the, on the SPAC grounds. That's
a seriously cool idea. All right, in other news, well, Friends of the IBA, Washington County, have added a new exhibit to the annual Winter Raptor Fest. Now, the fest, by the way, is scheduled for May 19 and 20. And the event allows attendees the opportunity to observe these majestic birds, the owls, the hawks, and the falcons. Now, included in this year's event is an added exhibit called Wild Encounter. By the way, it was designed by our very own Antoinette Jackson. We spoke to Lori LaFond, Executive Director, Friends of the IBA.
But one of the new things this year is our Wild Encounter. So we're taking a whole building, we're creating the habitats that the birds depend on for their survival. And you're going to be able to walk on a trail through a grassland, an extensive grassland and a woodland habitat, and see the birds in their natural habitat. Mm-hmm. That we really would like people to see that this is where the birds belong, and these are the habitats, some of them, that we need to protect so that we can still have these birds around.
My wife and I, by the way, were right at that site with Lori over the winter where we spotted a snowy owl. Switching from news to weather, spring finally here. Yes, it feels like it. Let's see how the week is shaping up. For a more detailed look at our weather, let's head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast.
Thank you, Jesse. I'm meteorologist Clarence Ponster with your first look weather update on Look TV. Here's the national satellite and radar from earlier today. Here's a swirl of clouds just off the New England coast. That is moving away, and here's a new low pressure system advancing through portions of the Midwest, and that can be our next weather maker as we head towards late in the week. Here's a tire view in that low pressure system from earlier today, Spain offshore. We still dominated by a little bit of a trough of that lingering low pressure system, but high pressure will eventually take shape as we make our way through tonight into Wednesday and Wednesday night. Gradual clearing, 50 the overnight low, so a comfortable night across the Capital District. Southwest wind about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's how the early morning hours shape up with this out-the-door forecast. Sunshine at 7 a.m. and 8 a.m., maybe a little bit of cloud cover at 9 a.m. as will be in the mid-50s at 7 a.m., upper 50s, near 60 in some spots at 8 o'clock, 9 a.m. back in the lower 60s. So a very nice day ahead For your Wednesday, full sunshine, 81 degrees, and we'll have a southwest wind at about 9 to 20 miles per hour. Here's our extended forecast. Enjoy your Wednesday because we're going to go cooler as that cold front comes by, and a likely storm chance for both Thursday and Friday at 70% coverage. 50% chance of lingering showers early Saturday, and then we'll go back to full sunshine. But again, highs cooler, only in the upper 60s, only mid 60s at best. Lows will drop to 42 on Sunday night. That was your weather update on First Look Weather on Look TV. I'm meteorologist Clarence Ponser saying back to you, Jesse.
Thanks very much, Clarence. 81 degrees. Well, we earned it. Back to the news. A community coalition for family wellness is presenting a forum on the opioid pandemic. And it's scheduled for Thursday at South Glens Falls High School. The forum is hosted by Assemblywoman Carrie Werner. Now, the event will feature panels from some very important organizations, such as the Prevention Council, Saratoga County Sheriff's Office, and the New Choices Recovery Services. Now, we've been in contact with the Community Coalition and also Assemblywoman Carrie Werner's office. And we're going to have more on this for you tomorrow. Up next, in our brand new series, A Look at Law, I sit down with Mike Billock. He's a member from Bond, Shannock, and King Law Firm, and he's here to talk about the issue of harassment in the workplace. I also sit down with Lisa Munter. She's VP, Dake Foundation for Children, and we're joined by Kate Jarash. She's Event Committee Chair for the foundation, and they're here to talk about their upcoming fundraiser, Rock and Ride, and the important work that the foundation does in our community. First, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea, how about join us for an interview? Then give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. Just a couple of quick lookouts. I was having so much fun in that interview with Lisa and Kate today about the Dake Foundation for Children and the event Rock and Ride that's coming up May 10 at the Hall of Springs in Saratoga. I forgot to tell you how to get tickets. Google them. Go to the Dake Foundation for Children. You'll see the information there. The main thing is that we support this organization and what they do for children in our community. And the second one is kind of personal, but if you're in downtown Saratoga today, certainly a lot of people here would like to know who the brain surgeon is who decided to rip up Putnam Street in a weekday right in the heart of the business district. Couldn't do that on a Saturday or a Sunday. Congratulations. All right, tonight on Look TV, it's a Queensbury Town Board meeting. And don't forget, tune in tomorrow night for the stories that matter to you. Good night, everyone.